Right, year 8. So you are beginning to develop your comic. So you're going to need all this information. If you can't have it printed out in front of you, just have it accessible on a screen. So you've got your original letterbox with your eye, because you're going to need that as part of your story. You should have your mood board with examples of comics and the style that you particularly like. If you want to look at a different style, that's perfectly fine. But what you'll need to do is maybe just go and find some more images on the internet just so you can have a look at them. You've got the outline of your story. Now, this is going to be invaluable because you've already got some images around the bottom, which are going to help you when it comes around to drawing. Trying to draw things out the top of your head is really hard. But again, if there's some bits missing, look for them on your phone. And then the last bit that we did is we did our written plan. So what I've started doing for my plan is I've got 2 pieces of paper, so my 2 pages for my comic. I've roughly drawn out the shapes. I'm going to keep them as rectangles at the moment, but one of the things that I quite like on the comics that I've looked at is some of them are on an angle, so I might play around with that a little bit. And what I'm just beginning to do now is just start doing a little bit of sketching, just to give myself, a little bit of an idea of what's going in each of the squares. So the first one, me thinking, is it still raining? So I've taken inspiration from one of the comics where they've got just part of a face, so I'm not having to draw the whole thing. And then I've got my bubble, because I'm thinking. I've got my hand with my phone, so to help me with that, I actually held my phone and put a weather report on, just so that I can see that. For it raining outside, I think I'm going to draw just the edge of a window, just so that you know that you're looking outside. And then the bit I've just done is I've done a little bit of a doodle here of my eyes looking through the letterbox. So what I'm going to be looking at next are just the plans for the other sections. Now, these are just your plans. They're not finished drawings. So just sketching and doodling is perfectly fine. So looking outside, one of the things we've looked at in lesson is perspective. So I think I might have a little bit of perspective because obviously outside your house, you've probably got a path that's going away from the door. So I'm going to have a path. I'm going to make up the fact that I've done a little fence that's going to be there. Might decide to have a little gate. Could have it open. Plants and flowers, and then the main thing I want are puddles, because this is the bit about my project, my comic that I was doing. There might be some houses across the road, a tree, don't quite know what's going to go there, but it's going to be raining. So I think one of the things that they do quite a lot in comics and on cartoons and stuff, they have like these diagonal lines going across. So I'm going to have puddles. Okay, next one is about putting my wellies on. So on my mood board, I'd got myself a pair of wellies there. So that's really going to help with my drawing. So I might have wellies, might decide I'm going to actually put my legs in my wellies. So it looks like I'm ready to go. So you see, I'm not spending too much time on each of these. They're just little sketches. Again, it's raining, but I'm heading outside, or I'm getting ready to go out. So I might just have on this one, maybe just some raindrops just coming across. Okay, right, me ready to go out. So it could be for this one. Just trying to think which way my door opens. I think it opens inwards. Okay, so I've got me ready to go out. So I might have, I don't know, my wellies going the other way. Welly, there's my leg. I've got a coat on or something, my other one. Then looking outside, so I've got my letterbox on my door. Looking outside, I'm going to refer back to the picture that I've drawn going outside, because remember, you're telling a story, so you want to connect with your reader. So there was the tree, so I've got my footpath, and then I'll put my puddles, lines going across. I might have some funky wallpaper or something like that. Okay, and then I've got looking down at wellies in puddles. So what I might do is actually go and get my wellies on and take a picture of myself looking down, but or get some wellies, a view of wellies from above. So this could be my wellies, and then I've got my puddles. You could even end up with a little bit of a reflection of you in your puddle, if you wanted to go that far. So there my wellies, looking down. Okay, now the next one I'm jumping. So I quite liked with the picture, I liked that one. So I don't want to draw the whole thing. So I might have my puddle and then my wellies. So with this one, I might have a little bit of a speech bubble going on there about, I don't know, saying, shall I jump? Question mark. Okay. And then it might be boing, boing. And then with this one here, I wanted to do a big splash. Now, I really liked that with the word across. So some of your boxes don't necessarily have to have a picture in them. It could have a keyword. And then at the end, I was going to finish a little bit like I'd started with my happy face. So my eyes, oops, eyes, hair, with a really big smile. Will look a bit scary. It doesn't matter, it's just a plan. So that could be my basic rough plan for my comic. Things that I haven't got on, I've got a couple of different comments and things like that, but I quite liked on the comics that I found all these different bits of information and stuff like that. So it might be that I add a few more speech bubbles or something like that. But to start off with, that just gives me an idea for my actual comic.